if they
Big Bad Brad.
I'm thinking they could go the bot. They could go something like a Nico.
Oh man, Nico's still up.
Yeah.
That's kind of crazy. I feel like that's a no-brainer. It'd be so much power. Don't scare us like that. Come on, man. Carrier instead going to do his signature pick here. Recently picked up a skin on this one, I'm pretty sure. Although, starting to lose count with the amount of skins these players have.
Yeah. Yeah, so Nongshim end up with this composition. They have a ton of protection for the center.
There aren't very many of them, are there?
You have two champions that go,
Oh god. Okay, Lehens is going to go in. He does find the knock-up onto Gumayusi, who's snared. Does have to cleanse that one off as the barrier is going to be used in exchange. But look at this. Lehens is just happily wandering amongst them. Owner and Gideon going to be fighting as now Nongshim do get the earlier track to try and find this. Good spell shield there from Owner as Gideon getting taken down very low. This swap is actually working out pretty well so far for Nongshim. As you can see, Lehens holding his position. Oh man, Gumayusi could be in trouble. Remember, no cleanse available. Carrier going to turn up as there is the mystical inner lane by themselves. Okay. Kingen going to be running away from both. See, like we knew, this was just going to happen, right? Doran's going to flash in. There's a solo kill. Like, what did we tell you?
It was so obvious. Sorry, I'm going to be a little bit late. I've been delayed. Carrier's been a little bit of a hassle. Just play safe. Okay. Just flash the ult.
Yeah.
Doesn't flash the ult.
He definitely did not flash the ult. Or much of anything at all after that as well.
Just flash the ult.
Doran at least had.
Yeah, I just, you know.
Oh, Vega could be in a little bit of trouble here as Kingen looking to charge that ulti. Dissonance going to slow him down though as the shockwave comes in. Calyx might need to just, instead doesn't actually elect to use the ultimate, but Faker is now in trouble. The Colossal Smash comes down. Command Protect is going to be there, but another round of spells should be coming. He has Flash, but he doesn't actually use it. Faker able to escape is now Gideon getting scared, and you can understand why he does have to heartbreak out.
So it will just be a plate over to Calyx, but in the meantime, I feel like they've kind of given up complete control over this top side.
Well, Doran going in against Jiu and Lehens. Another public execution, another possibly dead Jiu here as he does get the Piercing Darkness, keeps himself alive. The Dawning Shadow as the last turret shot comes in, but there are even more bullets on this map, and the curtains have been called on Jiu's life once again. He almost got his revenge, but he just doesn't quite manage to nail it as Calyx not going to be dying just yet either as Gideon coming on over, gets the flash on in. Heroic entrance, Faker going to get knocked up and probably taken down here as he has no flash and no chance to get out. Gideon will get his first here of the game.
Do in that situation. Doran starts the fight. Ult comes down. Yeah, I guess just doesn't have time to E in response to Owner. Owner flies in. And then the side ult from Guma to finish him off.
Beautifully played there by
Owner and Doran are.
Yeah, nicely done. Guma just setting up the curtains and looking real nice. Picking up that kill.
And then here in this play, Faker without flash ends up a little bit overextended here. Calyx able to re-engage with the ultimate on the back of this stun.
A bit interesting that T1 were going for this play when they just finished overloading the top side of the map. And knew that a little bit odd, trying to bite off a little more than they could chew, potentially. Still going to be in the lead, though. Nothing too much to worry about. As you can see, Kingen with a slight CS advantage, but the gold lead is still going to be there as another Abyssal dive to come on through from Lehens, but not going to get the knock-up on the Gumayusi as Carrier comes on over. Jiu needs to help out as this Catfish is sort of just running into two people. Captive Audience going to slow him down momentarily, and Carrier keeping the fight up as there is the Devour going to get utilized. Flash out immediately, Grey Health consumed, and Carrier magically journeys his way to safety.
There's some who are like, look, I'm playing it. Oh, wait, you got some action.
Calyx may stop being alive as Dosbringer is barely going to clip him, but never mind. Do you remember when Rengar had his Bone Tooth necklace?
Yeah.
That was my favorite stacking. As Calyx, this is his least favorite moment. Never mind! He's going to turn it around. The Dawning Shadow comes in. Carrier trying to keep Faker alive as the magical journey is unable to be taken.
And I think Nongshim agree. Moving over now.
Yep. The Catfish does not approve. And there is the flash in from Gideon. Actually, no, it was just a dash in from Gideon. A lot of vision actually very accurately placed by both teams. meaning that it's a bit of information overload. There is the paranoia though. And Giu, this time going to be able to move over to his teammates. Devour comes through from Lehens this time, and that will keep him alive. The flash out as Gideon looks for that reset. There is the tongue lash, and down goes the Nocturne. Feats of Warfare alongside it. As man, that Dustbringer coming out from Gideon was terrifying. Gumayusi going to be able to break those chains though. In unison here between our top laners as Gideon finds Carrier, but Owner is lying in wait. There is the combo as Lehens can just gobble up the Viego. Gumayusi coming on over, Dawning Shadow comes in. The shield is there, and this Tahm Kench is so tanky. Down goes the Viego though. And the Tahm Kench is just on a silver platter, surrounded by T1 members. And that was not the fight Nongshim were looking for that time, as Kingin had teleported in. And now he is likely to just get sent home in a body bag. Not quite able to flash out of the way, but still. Maybe they thought that Galio might sometimes be involved. As Kingin has found Owner, he goes all out actually, as Faker will turn up. Kingin will get shockwaved as well, as now he's just possibly in trouble, but he'll get healed up by the Piercing Darkness. Carrier comes over. There is the Tempered Fate. Will connect onto Kingin as he eats a lot of the CC. Redemption going to be doing a fair bit of damage as well, as Owner is sped up by the Dissonance. Man, didn't know that was part of the combo, as they are going to be able to get the stun. There is the Public Execution as well, and it's Doran that uses that as a way to taxi over to Giu, who will get shielded up. That is everything that Nongshim had just to keep 3 members alive without being able to actually do anything that they really needed to do, you know? As, all right, Paranoia has been popped here as it's another fight. Doran taking a little bit of damage. The Redemption down here for T1 just to try and keep them alive as Kingin is dead. But Nongshim, not quite. He didn't. You've got Carrier lying in wait. Kingin moving over as well.
Been up for 30 whole seconds, and it's a little bit late for T1, I feel.
Yeah, let's chill. As Shockwave connects onto 2. Atakan down to 50%, teleport in here from Doran. The answering teleport is going to result as Calyx can make his way down. There's the Paranoia. Dawning Shadow doing decent damage actually, as now the Galio comes in. It's a one-man taunt, but it's onto Gumayusi as they do manage to take the Atakan, and the magical journey brings them all out. Follow that! Do never follow that! Instead, it's a heroic play from Lehens that gets over the wall, and it is going to be Carrier that goes down. Abyssal dive here as Lehens. He's like, man, do I have to do everything myself? And the answer is absolutely, and another Public Execution there for Doran.
They're so low on HP. It feels so frustrating for them to... Oh, no.
Well, Lehens gets a little bit scared, looks to try and dive away. Heroic Entrance is going to be there this time, as, my God, he survives for so long. Owner is probably dead here, as he looks for a target to try and taxi his way out of the way of, and there is a flash over. Paranoia on top of the Cassante to try and...
They are going to look for Doran.
Okay, well, they are probably just going to kill him as well, as he cannot publicly execute himself out of that one. And Gideon going to be able to lock down the kill. Doran really has had Guma kind of build different on this champion.
We'll have to press Q a lot. Oh,
Faker is just going to get ulted on here as Gideon comes over, flashes out of the shockwave. There's the Paranoia, and the stun comes in, but down goes Gideon, and Faker, he's just baited them all in. Let's see whether Giu can make this one happen, but he has to sidestep the Tempered Fate. Owner is still chasing. Faker is still alive. The Dawning Shadow's not enough, as finally the Galio will be able to secure the kill, but Nongshim have well and truly overextended at this point in time. And how many times does Faker have to do this for people to learn that you should not try to chase this man?
They fell for it. They fell for the bait. They try and collapse on a Faker. They think they have the numbers advantage, but the backup comes in force. And one after another, they fall apart. T1 going to get the Baron. Oh, Calyx.
He just kind of walks at them. He's been doing this all game, and it's impressive, the bravery.
You know what?
As T1 pushing down with Baron, they are very, very good at using this buff. It's their favorite thing, as we know. And Guma, just a few bullets. The last one in the chamber here, as we can see, as he does cleanse. That is a cooldown that they do need to be wary of, but the curtains are going to get called here. And down goes this inhibitor turret. There's the shockwave combo. They find it. The bullet's going to ring true as well. Deadly flourish. My God, Gumayusi. Do not give this man the Jhin or the Varus. And they did both in this series. As Kingin's going to go down. And once again, you might blink and miss it, as T1 will just close out this game number 2. And my goodness, what a week for this team. Taking down Gen G, going from strength to strength here with a swift 2-0 over Nongshim. Feeling like they're back here in round 3.